not a vampire, not an alien. I'm not the fucking mummy, I'm a goblin.
Greetings, my Goblin Nation! Welcome to the show! Welcome to a review! Oh yes, and this time we're not just doing one review, we're doing a whole fucking season of a review. We got the detective, we got the engineers, we got this train. Oh yes, there is a train on this show. A train that goes around the world, that keeps going. Technology is advanced enough that there is a train that keeps on rolling and rolling, never ending. Oh no, it doesn't end at all. It just keeps on going. And yes, when I say it keeps on going, I mean keeps on going around. But you know, every year it's a little bit difficult because this was placed like 7 years after. And there's also the tailies. The tailies are people that are poor, like cannot afford to get on this train. And there are the people mid-class kind of thing, and those people keep the train moving. It's like they keep the train moving. They're the ones that keep the train up moving and moving. Then there are the rich people that invested in this kind of thing, that invested in the money. They have the money to make this kind of thing happening. So that's where all the money went. But so there is also this let's say the leader of the woman that's actually Jennifer. Well, let's call her Jennifer, just because I think that's the actress' name. But Jennifer, I forgot how she was called in the thing. But then there is the detective. The detective is a tailie, but he's like the only detective in that. And somebody gets killed on the train, and he has to find out who the fuck killed the kind of thing. So they keep on fighting this kind of thing. But he discovers also a secret. Can you see it? It's a secret. Can you keep it? Maybe kill them all, because if you don't, you die and slowly dead. Because he discovered who the freaking detective is, and yeah, the guy that's kind of thing. Because there is this Warden or Wallace, whatever his name was meant W and W kind of thing, and yeah. It's like, who the kind of thing. They make us show like, oh, he's been here 7 years. He has not. No, we discover that he's not been here 7 years. He's been dead. He's been left for dead. He's been left for dead. I'm sorry, pal, but you're dead. And yeah, he's like kind of dead. Jennifer is the one that's actually leading it, but nobody knows this except the detective now, and the engineers. But he's like, yeah, you did great. I want to say, you are great. You are awesome. You are out of this world. But now that you know my secret, bye bye. So he gets frozen, doesn't work. He gets kind of thing, does work. He gets gone, but he's weak at the beginning. He started to hide in the middle class because one of the tailies got into the middle class. So somebody kind of thing. So he is kind of hiding around them and doing his plan. His plan is now, because he got frozen and almost killed. He got killed, man. He got killed. So because of that, he tries to do this plan to take over. Not just the tailies, not just the middle class, but you know, the middle class and the tailies still working together to get to the front. To get to the rich guy, because the rich guys are really bitches. I mean, what you expect about bitches? What you expect about rich guys? Oh yes, you expect bullshit people that think they're above everything. Yeah, because they can dinner pretty well. They're like, oh, this dinner is good. Can I have another one? Yes, I can, because I'm rich, baby. Now it is kind of thing. The detective wants everybody equal rights, that should be the thing. I'm just saying, that should be the thing. Can they keep on providing? Maybe. But anyway, So he starts to get a plan, and eventually everything starts to crumble. They find out that Wallace is not in. I call him Wallace. I know his name is something else, but I'm gonna call him Wallace. Wallace is not alive. So the rich guy is kind of thing. To that, she is kind of getting a thing, and yeah, she's like, no, I didn't do anything. I just did this for all of us, kind of thing. I mean, if Wallace was kind of thing, we would have the army, and yes, we get this military strike that now want to take over because they know nothing. But this is when the dailies come, weapons are charged, kind of thing. It's also like, we don't want the middle class kind of thing. We don't want to go out. So he talks the middle class down. There are some kind of thing. The middle class land, the kind of thing. Then are the kind of military are they still in the way, and the rich guy. So that's where they're gonna go. They cannot do this because they kind of fail. They fail miserably. They try to get it. It's like, oh my god, we got a thing, but we can't. But good thing that Jennifer, our leader, kind of thing, besides that she kind of got to train apart, and even though sometimes it went something wrong, she still knows this train outside and inside. She knows it better than anybody else because she created the terrain. Sure, Wallace is the one that's like, I am the one. He's the big guy that says, I am the one. No woman is behind me. I am the richest man alive. Why would a woman beside me? Look at me. I'm a real man. I do it all myself. I don't have a woman. That's kind of thing. That's kind of his thing. Wallace's thing. He's like, I don't have a woman around me. So that's why she left him. And now there's this little kind of thing that boom, bang, bing, bong, dead. Now she's not dead, but she gets almost killed, then almost killed again. Then she goes like, okay, my way didn't work. She finds a way to the tailies. Then she like, I can kind of yeah, my way doesn't work. Let's your way work. I mean, I know this kind of thing. If you really want to do this, if you really want to do the military and some rich guy is kind of thing. You have to unlock these two, and then they have to reconnect. They have to reconnect the rest of the thing so they live. So they do that. So the other ones will leave the kind of thing. The tailie, you know, the detective had to leave one of lots of his friends behind in that other. But there was a sacrifice. There was a sacrifice needed. Something you should live for. It's hard, man. But it's so the only way. And yeah, so that happens. Jennifer is then kind of thing. There is one thing she cannot live with. That's her daughter that died. Her daughter, she was so focused on the whole ship. She was so focused on that ship. On the train to go over the train to keep going that she kind of forgot. To have, because when it was time, she could not find her daughter anywhere, and she is like, crying. I was like, there, no, there, no, there, no, I don't know, where is she? I don't know. So she had to leave her daughter behind to die. It's like, that's poor girl, and that's the one regret she really cannot get over. So then they kind of had, now the tailies have the whole section kind of thing. The rich that are still survived are very angry, but they're like, okay, we need a council. Instead of one person, we're gonna have a council of kind of thing. But till then, the tailies are in charge. Till then, you know. Anyway, then so this Jennifer is now not just, she's not the leader anymore, but she's gonna be the engineer because she knows more about this this train than anybody else. So she's still useful. She's still kind of thing. But she did this all to protect humanity, the last of humanity, and also tells every rich guy, everybody's like, yeah, you know Wallace? Yeah, I don't like Wallace. Wallace was this kind of asshole kind of thing that would have rather just made this train for himself and a few others, but not all the rich people that actually paid for, not the middle class, nobody else than him. He didn't want anybody else. So yeah, but that's like the one thing I really hated at the finale. because the finale has like, okay, they kind of thing. She is kind of thing. She explains all that kind of thing in the same episodes, and then somehow they find a radio kind of thing. And I think it should have ended there. It's like we find this radio kind of thing. We have no idea. There are other survivors maybe kind of thing. We have to slow down kind of thing, and that would be that. That would be cool season finale. No, we find another train. While that is awesome, but it's like. And it seems like, oh, this is Alice, the all kind of thing. This is another train, a prototype train. But also lots of stuff in. And Wallace is on that, and it's like, we just went over that he just died. We just explained that he died in this episode. And now in the same episode, you're like, Sting, Sykes, he's not dead. He's just in that other train that's coming for us. And it's kind of stops the other train, and then her daughter, same thing again, that just got claimed dead, that we just heard about, and now but she doesn't know that just because she is outside, and that's where the episode ends. But kind of thing, and I'm like, seriously, this would be a good first episodes for the next season, but this season, and yes, season 2 is out now. But it took me a long fucking time to watch season 1. I mean, I watched it in pieces and pieces and pieces. But it's good episodes. It was good season. I really recommend this series. Maybe not in one time because I didn't watch it in one fucking sitting. I watched it in like 1, 2, 3, 4 months, 6 months, 7 months. Okay, the rest. 5, 6, 7, 10. Kind of thing. I watched it in 2 pieces and long for me. I don't know. I got sidetracked by other shows that I actually liked. In the beginning of the Snowpiercer, I was like, I'm in for the whole run. I watched it, forgot one episode, then I watched it finally, then a kind of thing. That was weekly kind of thing. I was like, oh, then at some point. But eventually, I gave up on it for a while. Then I watched other cool, awesome shows. And now I got finally back. Just in time for season 2. Because that's also why it came on back on my radar. It's like season 2 is out, huh? Oh, I didn't even watch season 1. Also, why there are 2 trains on that thumbnail? It's like, well, I want an explanation. I want to know. But first, I need to watch the rest. I first gonna need to go back. Back in time, baby. So I went back kind of thing. And that's why I wanted, because I think 2 trains were really amazing. But I thought they would reveal that in season 2, not in season 1. At the ending. Besides that, I think it's a really good series. The finale could have been a little shorter than this. I felt like it would be cooler than that we would like, oh, there is some life, and we don't find out what that life is. We don't find out that's another train till the next season. That would be way much cooler because we just got discovered that Wallace is dead and now Wallace is alive. I didn't even mourn him. Like, how can we do that? I mean, we already know that he was dead because that she was kind of thing. But the people on the train didn't know that till that last episode, and then they're like, "Hey, no, he's still alive." Anyway, I liked it. Snowpiercer is pretty good show. Like I said, recommended. Legendary Ice Age kind of thing. Oh, it's so cold. They're like very cold. Is the next Ice Age, and I like it. I like the series. Well, I also think you could do the opposite. Like it's very hot and you have airco, but when the airco kind of thing you burn, it would also be kind of a thing. You could do the opposite of it at any time. It would have the same effect. Would have the same thing. I don't see why you couldn't. Anyway. This was really much my review of it, a legendary one. If I may so step. No. I cannot say it like that. I have to say it the way I meant to say it. It's legend. Wait fucking for it. Dairy. Oh yes, I said it. Ooh, I'm good. Anyway, hope you enjoyed my craziness and my insanity, my true self. And I hope to see you guys in my next review. Goodbye. Good night.